Perfect weather to do some geek stuff. Thanks for checking out another InfoSec Hub video. This is setting up my hacking lab part 2. I'm just doing some testing right now because this autumn we want to make some hacking videos. This is actually really going into how can you set up your own hacking lab, how can you test up hacking tools without breaking the law but still seeing the power of them. So you need to do it in a controlled environment, a lab. So I have an idea actually. I have here this computer that I can run multiple OSs on top of each other. I'm going to do screen captures when I make tutorials, don't worry. But this is just an introductory video. So here I got Kali Linux running and I got various other OSs, virtual machines that I can attack. So here we have Ubuntu LTS. I also used to have a Ubuntu server edition, so we can do that. But how great would it be just to attack, let's say for instance, this Raspberry Pi? You know, I can set up a web server on this. I have it running WordPress, for instance. That could all be possible and it will all work. So let me just go there. And let me show you. This is the Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is running. I entered the command ifconfig, which gives me back an IP address. And this IP address need to be reachable. I make sure that it is reachable, and you know, first thing you do here when you have this Raspberry Pi is just make sure that you're a super user, and then you just do the whole update or even upgrade process, just to make sure that it's up to date, because it's been hiding in the closet for a long time. And I just need to make sure that here's 100 MB of data it can update. So now it's updating. I want to make sure that I got the latest and greatest version of Raspbian. I'm running Raspbian at the very moment. I just want to make sure it's updated. But it's a Raspberry Pi, so you can run it as a server. You can run it as a mail server. You can run it as a web server. We can do great things with it. And what's nice, the IP that I looked up, I can correspond, I can connect to it with my other computer. Let me show you that. So we're gonna go into my other computer, and yes, there we are. So I did a quick ping. I just hit ping, and I hit the IP address, and I got a response back. So that's all great. So this is on the operating system level, OS level, so I can reach it. But you also have a virtualized network inside the VirtualBox Manager. So it's even more interesting to know if it runs inside of Kali Linux. And I already did my research, of course, but I just want to show you. So here we also hit a simple ping. And I ask, Raspberry Pi, are you there? Yes, I'm there. So the connection between Kali Linux and this Raspberry Pi, we made the connection, which is great because we need to be able to connect to make sure that we can find the device and we can run our scan on it. We can try to break into it. This Raspberry Pi is my small and very inexpensive computer that I want to hack because I can also get behind the desktop of this computer. You know, I can see what's happening. I can have a graphical user interface. I could also choose to hack, let's say for instance, a Ubuntu server and put a web server on top of that. Also all possible, but I want to make sure that I can switch systems and I can record the screen. So this is basically the first video. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can install a web server. Because I want to be able to do scanning on a website for vulnerabilities. I want to do more with WordPress, and we can run all kinds of servers on this little Raspberry Pi. So stay tuned for that. In the fall, pfSense video is going to come, and a lot of Kali Linux videos are going to come, because I really want to review this great hacking distribution in great detail for all you guys out there. As I learn, I'll make videos. That's just the way I do things. So I hope you're interested in this. I am very excited about this. And today we just make sure there's a connection between the two systems. Of course, it's to hype up the videos that are coming this fall. But now I'm going to really show you what it takes to use these kind of tools and what they do. I've always been interested in it, but now I'm going to document them all. So thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great weekend.